At this point, I'm convinced Justin's watching Selena's every online move like a hawk, and I feel like there's something deeper going on that we're just not seeing anymore.
Constantly being kicked down for doing that. When I didn't know, I just wanted to say, this is what I want. This is where I am. Mm-hmm. In my professional life, things changed. In my personal life, things changed. My heart, everything.
I was just hurt from my previous relationship. I think I still was dealing with a lot of unforgiveness and all that sort of stuff. So, to be honest, I don't think I even knew what I was really struggling with at the time. I don't think I knew I was dealing with unforgiveness. I was just in a place where I knew I didn't want to, tell her one thing. And, I felt like she respected me at the time, and I had a lot of respect for her. And so I just didn't want to, say something, and then she'd see me off doing some other thing.
Is this real life?
Yes, this is real life.
I feel crazy.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they loved me.
What was the worst moment of your teenage years?
My worst moment of my teenage years was probably being locked up.
Selena Gomez is finally enjoying the life she deserves. She is engaged, she is planning for her wedding, and she is surrounded by love that is genuine and solid. After years of grief and terrible lessons, she has achieved a point of tranquility that seems impenetrable. Her grin appears different today because it comes from a place of healing, not pretense. Her friends think this is the happy she has ever been, and it is easy to believe them. Selena is no longer defined by her past. She is constructing her future with someone who loves her for precisely who she is. But Justin Bieber is still battling fights that he has not been able to win. While Selena is moving ahead, Justin is caught in memories he cannot seem to escape. His emotional troubles have been obvious for a long time. The world has seen the tears, the anger, and the times when he appears like he is carrying the weight of his history on his shoulders. And no matter how hard he tries, his past with Selena continues chasing him. People who know him quietly confess that he still speaks about her more than he should, almost if a part of him is locked in that old love tale that ended years ago. Selena understands this, and according to sources, she decided it was time for a meaningful chat. It was not harsh, and it was not bitter. It was peaceful, honest, and full of truth. She informed him that she has moved on, that she is happy, and that it is time for him to quit clinging on to something that no longer exists. She reminded him that she is engaged now and that she has developed a new life. It was not intended to injure him, but to set him free. Selena does not dwell in the past, and she refuses to be pushed backward by someone who cannot let go. The reality is, Justin's reluctance to move on has even begun to harm his marriage. Whispers from those close to him indicate that this emotional baggage has produced friction behind closed doors. Haley has allegedly been patient, but it is not easy living in the shadow of someone else's love story. Every time the past resurfaces, it produces gaps that are impossible to ignore. And although Selena has nothing to do with their troubles now, her name still lingers like a ghost that Justin has not been able to exorcise. Selena's heart-to-heart was not just about closure, it was about drawing a line. She's engaged, she is happy, and she is done bearing the weight of an old love that no longer belongs to her. If Justin wants peace, if he wants to safeguard what he has now, he has to let her go for good. Because although Selena is marching toward the altar with a clean mind and a full heart, Justin is still gazing at a door that has been closed for years. And that is precisely why Selena Gomez's narrative seems like a full-circle moment. After years of grief, public scrutiny, and emotional ups and downs, she has discovered the type of love that seems both simple and wonderful. In December, the singer, 33, and music producer Benny Blanco, 37, announced their engagement, and fans have been rejoicing ever since.
Has this little face, and where she puts her head down and looks at me, and she's like, I can't even do it, but she'll do that. That'll make me laugh, and you'll usually get on top of me and.
No, but he actually, this is really funny. When I try to get somewhat heated, it's like he can't take me seriously, so he'll smile, and then I'll go from being
That's true. Yeah,
I love that.
whenever
I
she
love-
starts to get like angry, she's like, no. And I just laughed at her because it's so hard to take her seriously when she's like that. 'cause
laugh?
yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's usually how our fights.
Yeah, Radhi hates it because whenever she gets angry, I'm like, "You're so cute." Like,
I
you're
know,
so cute
I'm
when
like,
you're angry.
no,
So what are you
but
talking about? I'm not
thank
cute.
you.
She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's
Same,
just like
same.
I'm not cute. I love that. That's
Okay,
awesome.
whatever.
All right. What's the one thing they can't live without apart from you?
And she's deeply in love.
Benny out on the first official day.
She did like every.
Walk us through that confidence, that energy, because
There
I think a lot
wasn't
of
any
ladies listening.
confidence. That's the scary part. I think that's when I recognized that I had some sort of feelings for him. What I felt for Benny, it was everything about him was honest. When Benny looks at me, I don't think he sees anything but who I am. Oh, that's so cheesy to say, but when you do know, it feels right. Walking to his house or into his home to go to his friend's thing, I was very nervous. And I'm not normally like that unless it's like an event or something where it could be overwhelming. But with anyone I talk to, I'm able to talk to people and I feel like I'm good at it. But I just felt like all these feelings. And then when we went out, I was laughing and I didn't feel like he wanted anything or there was weird motives. It's sad that, people have to think that way, but I don't know. I felt this immediate safety and I was very pleased that, I don't know, we were friends and then I became,
The next time we hung out, we just hung out at home and we just we're chilling. We were playing that game.
We're not
really strangers.
Oh yeah, that's a great game.
And my friend made that game.
Oh wow.
And we were just playing it, and we both played it. And I was like, okay, sure, we can play it. And we played it, and there was like a card that said take a selfie together, and we took a selfie. She screwed up. We took a selfie, and then right after the selfie, we just kissed, and then no, that's it. And then she's very private, and then basically the rest was history. And we started hanging out so much, and it just very quickly, I was like, oh my God, my whole life, I was like, oh, this is my person. I'm gonna marry this person. This is the thing. This is what it feels like. It was so different than any of those feelings. And I was like, holy shit, I met my best friend. This is my best friend. Nothing gets any better than this. It can't get better. There's no, this is better than any friend I have that's a guy and I get to kiss them. It was insane to me. So I was like, I can't let this go.
An attorney revealed that freak-off tapes filmed at Diddy's Atlanta home are being shopped around Hollywood, one of them featuring Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith.
Guys, the leaked video of Justin Bieber partying with P. Diddy has just emerged and it looks horrifying.
If you have not heard the tale of the proposal yet, well, come and get it. Selena revealed it herself on a March episode of Jay Shetty's On Purpose podcast. She claimed that she believed she had a shoot that day. Her hair and cosmetics were done. She was ready for what she imagined was simply another professional obligation. But when she climbed inside the vehicle, she noticed something felt odd. The trip felt longer than usual, and for a time she was furious because nothing made sense. Still, her security crew played along, never giving away the surprise. When she arrived, she stepped into an empty room. Confused, she glanced to her helper who just slammed the door behind her. And then it occurred. There was no throng, no flashing lights, no chaos, just Benny. A beautiful arrangement with her favorite Taco Bell for a charming and private picnic. It was modest, thoughtful, and incredibly personal, the type of proposal that spoke directly to who Selena is at her heart. This is why her engagement felt so strong. After all she has gone through, Selena has found serenity in the simplest yet most profound ways. Benny knows her, and he has given her a love that seems secure and dependable. And that is why her latest heart-to-heart with Justin had so much weight. She is not coming from a place of wrath. She is coming from a position of satisfaction, because she now understands what true love looks like. Now, as fans watch every wedding post, one thing is clear. Selena has closed the book on the past. While Justin still looks wrapped up in memories and what ifs, Selena is preparing for a future filled with certainty. And for once, she does not need to look back, since the life she always deserved is now there in front of her. When talking about the entire situation, she remarked, "I think you envision all the things that you would do and say when someone asks you, but it is actually the craziest feeling." Selena continued, "It was really special. He said the loveliest things, but I also was so stunned that it just seemed surreal for a long time. I don't know, I always fantasized at that moment, and he couldn't have made it more perfect. It was one of the happiest days of my life, for sure." And if the proposal was not already wonderful enough, the ring made it even more significant. In typical Selena form, it held a bit of her heritage and an homage to the lady she has become. "She's a maverick," the rare beauty mogul confessed in her February interview with Interview magazine. "Ever since the Good For You days," that was, gosh, so many years ago, "that's the diamond I've always dreamed of." It was not simply a ring. It was a sign of how far she had come and how this time love looked nothing like the bitter lessons of her past. But despite the enthusiasm, Selena and Benny are not in a hurry to be married. They are relishing this chapter. On a July 9th edition of Jake Shane's podcast Therapus, Benny stated, "We're both working on so many things that we haven't even had time to get into it, but we're so excited. I believe this summer we're going to sit down and be like, okay, what are we doing?" This is what makes their connection so refreshing. There is no pressure, no frenetic sprint to the altar. Just two people who are really delighted to construct their future at their own time. And as Selena and Benny are discreetly preparing their next moves, Justin is observing from the outside. He watches the world applauding her happiness, the proposal, the ring, the easy love she has found. And for someone who has not completely moved on, it has to hurt.